Hello and welcome everyone to this week's COT review. I'm Thomas from COTbase.com. Today we're going to have a look at the 11th Commitments of Traders report in 2014. As usual, we're going to start off with the changes in commercials position. So here we go. Let's get started. Commercials changes. Japanese yen on top of our list with the huge 46% change in commercials positions, 44 in large speculators and 38 in small speculators. You can see the changes over here, definitely much larger than average, possibly the greatest change on this 52-week range. You can see it is a bearish type COT change signal that may push prices a bit lower. Let's have a look at the 5 years chart and see how extreme the Japanese yen became. You can see that we've actually moved away from these huge bullish extreme levels. I'm not saying that we don't have an extreme. Actually, if we look at this roughly 1 year's chart, we could say that we are more of a bearish extreme. But of course, we tend to look at the COT extremes on a much longer time frame, and in that sense, we are closer to the bullish extreme right now. Of course, this extreme could widen even more. But you may see that this bullish extreme has taken its effect. Prices are going higher, so there's not really any surprise in seeing the extreme narrowing a bit as prices are rallying. Moving on to heating oil, where we have this 24% change in commercials positions, 18 in large speculators and 26 in small speculators. Right away you can see that small speculators are the only ones bullish about the market. Both commercials and large speculators are in negative zones. Bearish commercials close to 10,000 contracts net short, and large speculators close to 5,000 contracts. The change in itself is a bullish COT signal. But let's have a look at the 5 years chart and see how extreme this market is at the moment. Well, not really. We cannot say that this is a huge extreme. We had this bullish COT extreme a few months ago, and as you can see, it was an effective signal pushing prices higher, but prices have came back to this level. And question is, are we going to see another extreme before prices move higher again? A bearish type COT extreme signal here, I would say, I believe this is the largest bearish type COT extreme signal, at least on this 5 years chart, effectively pushing prices down over here. Okay, but I believe we should move on and have a look at the 21% change in commercials positions in Dow Jones and see whether that's going to be a good opportunity to look at. You may see the change size over here close to average, I would say. We do see greater changes in the past, and as I'm just pointing over here, you can see these changes are sometimes pretty effective signals in Dow Jones. Not all the time, of course. You may see this bullish change signal coming a bit late, but this one over here may be a positive example. Opening a 5 years chart, let's have a look at the extreme in Dow Jones. You may see that we are actually moving away from this bullish type COT extreme signal that we had a few reports ago, which of course is a bit interesting, seeing prices at these levels having a bullish extreme, but that was the case, and you can see prices rallying again. Let's move on and have a look at large speculators COT extreme. Here we go. Lumber, coffee, and the Swiss franc on top of our list. Let's start with lumber, where we have this 274 report extreme in large speculators positions, 268 report extreme in commercials. On this 5 years chart, of course, it is an unquestionable extreme, and it is a bullish type COT extreme signal. So we are expecting prices to go even higher from these levels. Coffee, our next market, 187 report extreme, both in commercials and large speculators. Of course, we've been analyzing coffee market for quite some time now because of this larger extreme in the market. Of course, this is a bearish COT extreme signal. Let's open the 5-year chart. It's going to be more visible on that one. Here you go. You can see that prices have gone down right now. And of course, we're not that surprised. This is definitely a huge extreme in coffee market. Just a warning or a little bit of different view of the market. Opening this 10 years chart, you may see that there's still some space left to become even more extreme about the market. But of course, the dynamics of this extreme, if you may see, if you can see over here, is huge. I mean, suddenly commercials in a short period of time, in just a few months, gone from roughly 20,000 contracts net long levels down below 40,000 contracts net short levels. So that's a huge change in their position. So they've definitely reacted pretty dynamically to this rise in the coffee market. Swiss franc, we have a 144 report extreme over there in large speculators. Let's open a 5 years chart. Here we go. Here we have this extreme. It can grow a bit. You may see the extreme being even more larger over here. It's of course a bearish extreme, possibly pushing prices lower. That's what we can see on Swiss franc right now. Okay, that's going to be all for this week. If you would like to have a look at other COT charts, you can do so at our COT charts page. If you would like to have a more in-depth and detailed COT analysis, then well, here's the page, COT analysis, where you can add other great functions to a table: the long-term trend, volume and open interest scores, the COT index. You can look at market complexes, new COT report types, other data types, and of course look at historical reports as well. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I hope to see you next week. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.